Your date of birth holds all the secrets to your soul. You give us your date of birth, we'll tell you the secrets to love, the secrets to lust, and who the best person for you just might be.
I have the answers.
Check out Secrets of Birthdays at secretsofbirthdays.com. Hello, my producers, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Update. From my webcam to yours, I'm your host of the universe, Christopher Witecki. And a quick update, we've got a Jumpstart Creativity Seminar, actually two of them coming up, both with Nikki Bright. Now, one is next Thursday evening, the other is the following Sunday morning. This is a 90-minute seminar on webcam in a class where we will jumpstart your creativity. In other words, jumping into your inner child, what you're working on this month, personal dreams, manifesting romance, or even getting pregnant if you're trying to open up that energy. So come on, take a look at it. It's at soulmart.me. You can read up on it. It's $24.95. I'll be in there. We're all going to just have fun and jump into our heart. It's one way to help you get what your dreams are. It's one way to help you get your dreams to come true. And if you were curious about the Moon Goddess with Carolyn Nagel, no worries. We're going to release it 1 week later. We decided it's best if these come out right when the sun moves into Libra. So thank you for your patience. I apologize for the inconvenience, but we will be back with Carolyn's videos right around the corner. All right, well, for the Bulls, this is probably the most fun time of the year. At least it has been for me. I'm having a blast in my part-time. We're working on our heart chakra, our personal dreams. And if you don't know, it is more than time for Taurus's personal dreams to come true. This is an area of your life that you worked through a couple years ago, but now with lifestyle and other things finally on board, it is time for Tauruses to manifest their personal dreams. And this week, we're going to make a headway. Now, the IB state of awareness, or Virgo state of awareness, comes from our heart chakra. So Tauruses are naturally aligned with their inner child and their heart, which is great. That's why Tauruses, I think, are more fertile than some of the other signs at getting things that they want quicker. There are 3 stages to the Virgo state of awareness: live, love, and be. We've already lived the live. This week, we're in the love, and that is focusing on what you love most about yourself, what you love most about Earth, and then we go into the master shui of IB, where you get passionate about creativity, passionate about what you love. So it's live, love, be. So for Tauruses, the IB is your relationship to your inner child. It's your ability to like-cast. In other words, we only like-cast really what we love. And this is the highest form of creativity. This is what we do on Earth, is to come be creative. All right, so we come on Monday. It's actually cloudy with a chance of mind games for the Tauruses. That's because of the 1-2 punch. The moon is in Cancer, shifting emotional focus to intellect. So feelings trigger thoughts, thoughts trigger feelings. But also a proponent is Mars. Mars rules the day, pushing you to take action and follow what you love and pursue your heart's desires. But if your mind isn't on the same team, it could turn into a temper tantrum. Now, the planets exhibit several themes that I want you to be aware of. One is that Mercury is now in front of the sun, so now we begin to think ahead. When Mercury was behind the sun, it's all the past, it's reworking the past. Now that Mercury is in front of the sun, we're all going to focus on the future. We're going to focus on the exciting things ahead, and sometimes this helps us escape the present. So to some degree, we're more daydream friendly, but on the other side of things in this particular time, we are out of the rut, so to speak. Another trend going on is Uranus in Aries trining trining Venus in Leo. Venus in Leo says it is now time for Taurus to start to receive that self-love. Receive love from your family, receive from your home family foundation, receive from your groundedness. But in order to receive, you might have to innovate faith. So in order to get that sense of groundedness flowing, you might have to continually innovate faith and stay on top of your weeds just to keep it flowing. The other is Saturn in Libra. It is now time to move forward with the new Buddha balanced lifestyle. And your life is going to take off, your lifestyle is going to take off. You're going to be busier than a bee making honey between now and Scorpio. And your test is to keep it all balanced. So remember I said last weekend, you need to commit to the qualities that will restore balance in order to your life. Well, you better act on them right now as of Monday. On Tuesday, things perk up. That's because Mother Earth rules the day. That's your home planet, the Earth. And so you are sunny but chatty. The moon is still in Cancer, so thoughts and emotions come together, usually for conversation. But with the sun now moving to chapter 3 into the master shui, it's time to allow your emotions to get behind your heart and begin to build some passion. So on Tuesday, you're squatting. You're squatting on what your heart wants, you're squatting on what your heart will not do, and you're getting your heart behind or your feelings behind what your heart wants. On Wednesday, it's Love Fest Day, the most loving space or day of the month. The moon will move into Leo, so for Tauruses, this is a nesting and resting Love Fest Day, so it's a Love Thyself Love Fest Day. Make sure you tell everyone you love that you love them, though. From the planetary perspective, Love Fest Day comes down from the moon crossing Venus. Venus is the planet that helps us give and receive. So Venus in Leo means Tauruses are now starting to give and receive and really starting to feel grounded from their home. It also means that you need to give and receive to yourself right now. The way to get what your inner child wants is by constantly loving yourself. You've got to fuel this, and the moon crossing Venus gives you a momentary feeling or allows you to feel this receiving. So you start to really feel the effort of your work, or not if you haven't done the work. Now, one interesting square that must be faced in the day is between Mars and Scorpio and this moon conjunct Venus. So on Love Fest Day, to get there, you might have to draw a certain emotional boundary with someone else. You might have to tell someone no, get out, or you might have to say yes to someone who's been trying to love you. Maybe this is you opening up to family love that you've been pushing away, but recognize there's an emotional boundary that has to be shifted in order to feel that love on Love Fest Day. And then this trine, which I mentioned on Monday, again, you might have to innovate some inner faith to open up that inner child self nesting and resting as well on Love Fest Day. So be willing to innovate faith and be willing to draw emotional boundaries. On Thursday, Jupiter rules the day, but the moon is still in Leo, so I think you are nesting and resting. But with a Jupiter rule day, you want to passionately explore your options. So Thursday is a day of exploration. Explore the greatest love in your life. Explore Match.com. Explore the new Lego set that's available. Explore something you might want to manifest out of personal dreams. Explore that new story you want to tell. Explore. And since you're at home, rest. So Thursday is a nesting and resting and exploration day, but you should be passionately exploring what your heart wants. And this is the point with 21 degrees and Jupiter ruling that we want to go ahead and surrender to that passion in your heart. Then comes Friday. Now Friday, cloudy chance of temper tantrums. Why is that? Well, you're working on inner child and Uranus rules the day. So there's going to be a subtle breakthrough. Also, the moon has caught up to Virgo. So all this month you have worked on polishing that inner mirror, trying to get your inner child, trying to get your creativity online, and now trying to get passionate about what it is your heart wants. Well, Friday you might have a couple bumps in the road. You might realize there's something in the way, and so you have to kind of get that emotional sway behind your heart. There's also something else I think might be adding to the problem, and that's this opposition. For a few hours on Friday, and I will text you if you're watched over by GA, there will be a tug-of-war between your needs or your responsibilities in society and what your heart actually wants. So society versus your own inner child. You'll have to work through that and sway through that, but that's part of it. Once you break through, I think you're really feeling that inner child with the moon strong, in Virgo. That's what I wanted. Hee hee. All right, then we get to Lightcast Day on Saturday, and it's a heady Lightcast Day because Mercury rules the day, so we're in our mind. I think you are feeling sunny, jovial, and happy on Lightcast Day because after all, this is the most powerful Lightcast Day of the year for Tauruses to have their dreams come true. You should be thinking it, you should be feeling it, and let's go over how you Lightcast. It is a simple procedure, but one worth learning. Let's zoom in. Now, Lightcast Day comes from a new moon. Basically, the moon crosses over the sun, and so emotions meet the I love energy. So the sun is I love, the moon is how I feel. As the moon approaches the sun in the house of inner child, this could be the temper tantrum moment. If you didn't have it yesterday, you might have it today, where you release all the times you didn't find love. You release all the ex-boyfriends. You release all the times you didn't get what you wanted, right? And once you release, then as the moon crosses the sun in purity, you fill your heart with love and you visualize exactly what you fantasize, what you want. Just own it, live it, be it, and because it's a mercurial day, think it. Then hours later, we'll text you if you're in GA, the moon crosses Mercury. This is where you get your emotions and your intellect on the same team. So getting your thoughts and your attitude and your feelings and your love all in one gumbo, right? That's what Lightcast Day will be. Sorry, I'm all crazy with Lightcast. I'm all excited. Then on Sunday, it's a Venus-ruled day and it's a creative day, but there'll be some turbulence, I think, to carry through. Now, the last Master Shui when Venus rules is always one where you have to like shift or emotionally innovate part of you in order to click into gear. Let me show you what I mean. It's really clear at the planets. Really, it has to do with this big party going on up in the corner and what I call a Bermuda Triangle, which is an interesting little opposition on one side and then square and square. So you've got like this pyramid of fear, basically, or I call Bermuda Triangle. Now, the real issue here deals with the moon. The moon was in the house of inner child for Love Fest Day, and so you're feeling all the love, and then as the moon starts to aspect Pluto up above, you suddenly might have fear between your beliefs and what your child wants. So you may not believe for a while that you can get what you want. You've got to work through that fear. Then Uranus over here means that you've got to innovate your inner faith, that granddaddy nasty. So it's not like your inner child's going to get everything it wants right off the bat. You got to make sure that your beliefs believe it, and you got to make sure that your inner faith is behind it. And what happens is the moon starts in Virgo, but then moves into Libra. So that inner child enthusiasm shifts to your daily awareness. And so the second half of the day, you're feeling in your daily awareness or feeling in your body that pyramid of fear. So you've really got to do a lot of clearing in order to get to that peace. But I do believe you will get to the peace if you face those two fears. This opposition, I also mentioned, but there will be a point where it is your reality versus your faith. And in some cases, you have to innovate your faith. In some cases, you've got to carry that inner child down into your reality. So Sunday will end up in a Venus day only after doing some innovations. All right, my bulls, that's all I have for your 7-day forecast. My goodness, we're doing so much stuff. I cannot wait to see all of you tell me about how your inner dreams and personal heart chakra stuff is coming true. Don't forget to lean on Nikki and do that quick seminar if you need a booster shot. And I'll be back in 7 days with more. Until then, Taurus, live, love, be.